Hello, everybody. Welcome to Funk Film Reviews, and now I'm doing the year 2013 for my favorite movie that year. Well, I didn't wear this shirt. I should have wore this shirt on when I did the 1990 because same director directs this movie here. How am I funny? Like from the Goodfellas. And this is actually, other than Tarantino, Martin Scorsese's the only other director that appears in my favorite film of the year I was born, to 2003. He's the only other director to appear twice on this list. Tarantino actually already appeared 3 times, but this is only Scorsese appears twice. Once for Goodfellas and the other for this film. This film stars Leonardo DiCaprio, stars Jonah Hill, stars Margot Robbie, stars Ethan Suplee, stars a lot of big names. It's a story about a penny stocks guy called Jordan Belfort who finds a way to scam people and make millions upon millions of dollars during the 1980s. And it's actually based on a true story, and this guy consumed a lot of drugs, a lot of sex was involved in this, and a lot of debauchery in this movie. And Leonardo DiCaprio, like I said, in this movie, this to me was, and to this day, is still my favorite performance he's ever done. To me, where I got into discussion with some people about like, oh, you should have took it for What's Eating Gilbert Grape. I agree he got nominated, and I do agree with his nomination. But I agree he should have probably beat Tommy Lee Jones. But the best performance that was in that category that year, in my opinion, was Schindler's List, Ralph Fiennes. He was the best performance of that year in general in any movie. Although Days of Confused was actually my number 1 movie that year, Schindler's List was my second favorite film of that year, second best film of that year. But again, that's just, like I said, it's my personal favorite. But Ralph Fiennes should have beat him instead of Tommy Lee Jones. And same with, if I was like, oh, what about The Aviator? Jamie Foxx won, and Jamie Foxx deserved that Oscar. Jamie Foxx was the better performance in that year in particular. He was the better performance. Well, Blood Diamond, who's also nominated for Blood Diamond. Surprisingly, Forrest Whitaker, I would have given it to either Forrest Whitaker, who won. Ryan Gosling for Half Nelson also did really good. And yeah, those two particular, I would have given it to over Leonardo DiCaprio that year. He's always been a good actor. He always deserved the nominations. But it was this movie, even though he lost up to this and won for his movie after, The Revenant, this is his best performance, in my opinion, is him portraying Jordan Belfort in The Wolf of Wall Street. And that's my favorite film of the year 2013. And yeah, it's the second Scorsese film to appear on this list. And another guy that did phenomenal in that was Jonah Hill, playing Donnie Azoff. He definitely showed a range I didn't really expect. Like I said, this film has a lot of debauchery, it's not a film I'd plug in with my mother or children. It's not that. I'm actually surprised this film didn't get an NC-17, but it's still a great film. Like I said, to me, it is a debauchery-filled masterpiece. But yeah, it's like, and Leonardo DiCaprio lost to, although I do think Matthew McConaughey did. Oh yeah, Matthew McConaughey is also in this one. Like, yeah, like Matthew McConaughey is also in this movie, and I do think Matthew McConaughey did fantastic in the Dallas Buyers Club, but Leonardo DiCaprio was still my favorite performance out of what was nominated that year. And I think it was nice to see Matthew McConaughey get an Oscar, but this was a time, and some people might be thinking at the time, is like, oh, this one would have felt like where The Revenant felt like, oh, just give it to Leo. This one would have actually, even though Leo was nominated for, like I said, What's Eating Gilbert Grape, The Aviator, Blood Diamond, And those three movies right there he was nominated for. I mean, I've actually felt if he would have won even with those nominations before, it would have felt deserved. It wouldn't have felt like there's going to be plenty of actors who I feel when they finally win an Oscar that will feel like it was just given to him. Like Al Pacino for Scent of a Woman, I think he should have won for either The Godfather, Serpico, or Godfather Part 2, which in a row, those movies I think are all fantastic movies. Those are his best performances. Is Michael Corleone and Frank Serpico are Al Pacino's best performances of all time. But yeah, and he goes starts his penny stocking stuff, and he ends up getting investigated by the FBI, and like there's some amazing, like the part where I thought Leonardo DiCaprio probably has his best acting moment in his career was when he was talking on the phone, telling Donnie to get off the phone, and he's just drugged out off of the lewds that just hit him, and as he also crawls to his car, and he thinks he drives the car perfectly, and then the next morning you see that he crashed everywhere. And supposedly that part actually happened in real life. There are parts that are fictitious, then there are parts that actually happened. And yeah, Jordan Belfort was definitely he was a good con artist, but like the sell me this pen moment. Like just Leonardo DiCaprio did fantastic. Martin Scorsese did another fantastic directing job. And yes, this is my favorite film of 2013. It's a double gold. And thank you very much for listening to next will be 2014. Peace out. Have yourself a good one. This has been Funk Film Reviews, and I'm Corey Funk.